So let's go to cian.ru, cian.ru. So you see it there, cian.ru. There's a number of websites you can go to look at buying property or renting in Moscow. But let's stick to this one. This is one I've most often used. It has a good variety. Now, obviously, this is all in Russian, but it's very simple. So the setting here is automatically location to Moscow, but obviously if you clicked on that, you could change to other places, Moscow Oblast, St. Petersburg, different ones you hear. You can see Samara, Omsk, Tomsk, so Sochi. So you have many options, but we just keep it on Moscow. Now, it's automatically set on Kupit, which means buy. We don't need to change any other settings here. Here, we have to select how many bedrooms we're looking for. There's a studio here, but we don't need to select any of these. You can select as many or as few bedrooms as you want. So let's deselect all and just select one. We'll go for 2-bedroom flat. And the only other setting we need here is price, from and to. So we'll have no minimum. Let's say we're working off a relatively small budget of, let's say 15 million rubles. So 15 and 6 zeros. And we'll just check how much that is today. 15 million rubles in US dollars. So they're 162,450 US dollars. If we're working in euros, that would be 149,433. And Great British pounds, 128,189. So that's our budget we've set ourselves. So not too high. Now, all we want to do now is click here, which is see it on the map, because then we can see the areas that we want in Moscow and go for it. So we click on that. Right, so now we have the whole map. All these blue dots are where there are flats for sale. So let's start fairly centrally. So as you see, as we zoom in, the way Moscow is, there's these central ring roads. So this is a very center, and then the next ring going around it, and then you see the wider ring going around here. But we'll focus right in close to the center first of all. Now, obviously, with the budget we've got here, there's fewer options the closer to the center you get. So let's look here. Okay, so probably just about as close as you can be to the center. Here, look. And that's the dead center right there. 15 million, so right at the top end of our budget. 36.6 square meters. Okay, so let's have a look how it looks. Can make this bigger. So there's the outside of the building. There's the kitchen, fairly old renovation, as you see. Of course, for this price and towards the center, it's going to be like that. But you know, this doesn't look a bad flat. It's kind of old, basic renovation, but it's nothing terrible. And obviously, you could do a lot with a flat like that. So really, I would say that doesn't look bad to me at all. Got your separate bathroom there, kitchen. Again, everything is nothing special. The corridor, you've got storage space. Doors look fairly new. It's the entrance to the building. Your lift. That's the courtyard outside. Looks like it's got some kind of area for football, perhaps. That's pretty good. That's not a bad option. So let's now pull out a little bit and move a bit further out. So, for example, I live over in this region of Moscow, which on the underground, the metro system, is just 20 minutes from the center, direct on one line. So if we have a look around this kind of area, let's zoom in and let's have a look. So what have we got here? We've got 3 options right here. Okay, so a 44.4 meter square flat. This is 14.1 million rubles. So you see again here, fairly basic, but reasonable flat. Got your 2 bedrooms. Now when they say 2 bedrooms, so the bathroom is very old, you want to update that. It's a separate toilet, which is very common in Russia. There's your corridor, a couple of lifts, Yeah, you see how it is. Now, yeah, just to point out, all of these, when we're saying 2 bedrooms, that effectively means 2 rooms apart from the bathroom and the kitchen. So then it has 2 more rooms. So that's assuming that you're using both rooms as a bedroom, but obviously a lot of people would use one room as a bedroom and one as a lounge. We could see here how it was. Where's the photo where it shows up both of them? There you go, look, see? So they've got a bedroom here and they've got another bedroom here, so they call it a 2-bedroom, but there's no separate lounge area. So I think for a couple you would use this as a living room area, and this is the bedroom, and then you've got the separate kitchen and you have the separate bathroom. So that's 14 point, effectively 2 million rubles. So if we say 14 million rubles, 120,000 pounds, 152,000 dollars. So that's not too bad at all for your money. Now, what we do now, let's go even further out from the center. Bear in mind the underground system, the metro goes all the way to these places, so it's not a problem to live out in these areas, and you're getting more and more value for your money the further you go. So look, here's a lot for sale, perhaps one of the new build sites. Yeah. So now you're going to see, if you're willing to go further out, this is 11.9, so let's call it 12 million rubles, $130,000, 120,000 euros, 103,000 pounds. And for that money, you get a 60 square meter, 2-room apartment. Now suddenly you see the renovation has got a lot nicer. It's a newer kind of building. That looks pretty good to me. Bit of design in there. There you've got a kitchen area there. Fairly modern looking cabinets. View from the balcony. It's a fairly new set of buildings, I would say. There you go, there's the bedroom. Built-in wardrobes. Good high ceilings, I would say. Bedroom. And a second bedroom. Again, built-in wardrobes. You've got your shower, your separate toilet, as so often in Russia. So yeah, and there's your view from your balcony by the looks of it. So there's the buildings, and there's the outside area. So you suddenly see you get a lot more for your money if you just come out a bit further from the centre. So that was this area here. You see how many choices there are for sale in that exact same area. There's another flat of a similar price. There, they've got a big open plan, living room, kitchen. I quite like that style, like that. Not sure about the colours on the wall, but you could do a lot with that flat. Nice big windows. Nice looking kitchen, yeah. Modern bathroom. Shower. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good flat. There's your bedroom. Decent sized space in there. So there you go. 2-bedroom flat, 74 meters. That's really not bad at all. So you see here, closest metro is 8 minutes away. Really, you get quite a lot for your money. And as I say, from these here, so from Mytino Metro, you're talking around 25 minutes. Zoom out a little bit. From these areas, yeah, you're there into the dead center. It's one underground, one metro train all the way. So you're talking around 10 stops, I think that would be, which should say in 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, you're in the center. So that gives you an idea. Now, let's now up our budget so that we can see what we get. So let's double our budget now to 30 million. And let's take this up from 20 to 30 million, just so we can filter a bit more. So let's see now what our options are. So now that we've doubled our budget, we've got some options closer to the very center. So the closest is this, just off Tversky. So this is very, very central. Okay. So this is a relatively small flat, 36.3 meters, but looks pretty nice inside there. These photos are a bit blurry, but looks like they've made a good use of the space. This is a small flat. It'd be perfect for one person to live in. I'm sure it'd rent very well in these areas. So that's 26.4 million. So let's just call it 27 million. £230,000. $292,000. This is right in the center. Okay, let's have a look what else we could get for that kind of money. So let's again look around here. So this is on our bat. Yeah, okay. It's interesting to look at these sorts. Let's look at this because it's right at the top of our budget here. 2 rooms, 54 meters. So you've got the kitchen area. Again, big area of the bedroom, very big bedroom. You can see out the window here. So you're on Arbat, one of the most famous streets in Russia. Big high buildings on either side. Used to be the casinos in these buildings. Now apartments, shops at the bottom. So from here it's a 10-minute walk to Red Square. Everything is around here. Pretty cool looking bathroom, shower there. Yeah. And that's for your 30 million rubles. So that's the top end of our budget, $325,000. £256,000. But bear in mind, this is living exactly in the center of Moscow. So let's see what sort of money, that kind of money, what sort of flat you could get again if we went 20 minutes drive out of Moscow. So let's go back. This was an area we looked at before. Okay. So let's look here. Okay, and this one's actually quite a lot cheaper too. So we've got kind of new looking building. There's the layout. Yep, definitely a new building. High up, so you'd have good views over everywhere. It's the playgrounds outside. A lot of new developments around here. Okay, so there's the corridor. Nice big space. Modern, standard, but modern interior. And there's a bedroom. And yeah, that's the second bedroom, but they're using it as like a lounge area. Good space, you could do a lot with that, I think. And the bathroom. Yeah, and there's your kitchen. So that's a pretty much new build there. Not bad at all. And that's 21.7. So let's have a look. Let's call it 22. £188,000. $238,000. And let's see, for that kind of money, if we go 30 minutes from the center, what we would then get for our money. So let's have a look. These are new builds. Will there be? Okay, so this is a new development site. So we're not going to see pictures inside, but there's so much. They've called the City Bay. Okay, you get a two room apartment. They're showing it here, how the layout would be. 58 square meters on the 12th floor. Yeah, it's kind of an artist's impression, but very nice down by the river. Yeah, pretty nice looking development there. Now for that money, it will probably be a white box finish, but there's the development. But yeah, very nice. And there's a lot of these areas being created now all over Moscow. It's unbelievable the amount of building going on. So let's just check their video of that. There you go, so there's the buildings, so right next to the river. It's really nice. He seems to like it. Yep, showing on the map there. Yeah, pretty nice area that. Over here is looking right towards the center of Moscow. So for that flat, a 2-bedroom flat, 58 square meters, is 20 million. So a brand new flat, $20,217,000 or £171,000 for a brand new flat, 30 minutes drive from the very center of Moscow or 30 minutes on the metro underground system. So yeah, I would say that's pretty nice. So obviously each time you come closer and closer here to the center, you get a bit less for your money. Now let's see. Let's say if you had let's say if you have a big budget just for fun here. Let's say you have 1 million US dollars in rubles, so 92,000. So just for fun here, we'll have a look. We'll do it like that, and we'll say 92,000. We'll make this easier. We'll do this from 70. Okay. So if we've got $1 million to spend, guys, let's see what that would get us. We haven't even looked in this area, which is Moscow City, where the skyscrapers are. So this here, 105 square meters, a 2-room apartment, and it costs 70 million rubles, which is 647,000. No, hang on. 70 million rubles in US dollars. Okay. $758,000. Right. So now we're in the skyscrapers in Moscow. So there's the bedroom. Here's the layout. Look, so you've got 1 bedroom there, a bathroom, and then you got this big living area. And there it is. That's pretty cool. There you can see you're in amongst the skyscrapers. Yeah, it's a pretty cool space right there, if that's your type of thing. Kitchen, so of course it's all modern. It's nice in one of these skyscrapers, I'm not sure which one. And there's your foyer downstairs. Yeah, there's a huge shopping mall there. Underground parking. There's obviously all sorts of amenities outside. Let's have a look what else is right there in Moscow City. Let's zoom in a bit more. Let's try and find something right up near the top end of our budget. So here you go, here's another one. 114 square meters. Yeah, these are nice. Great views over Moscow. So you got these big open plan living areas. There you go, look, you look in the bath, look right out of the window. Yeah, pretty cool. There's a view from the window, that's Moscow River right there, and the center's just over here. Yeah, great views. Let's see if you've got this kind of money, so if you've got a budget of like $1 million, and you take that away from the center. So if we go like 30 minutes of the center, let's see what we then get for our money. Okay, it's more new developments. I'm not sure we're going to get pictures inside, but pretty nice looking flats there. But let's try and find a flat that's already finished to see what we could get. Okay. Okay, I got a video up here on this one. Let's just have a look at the pictures. Yeah, it's another smart development here. Pretty cool looking, although I think perhaps the other one looked better value in Moscow City. Let's have a look here, Kraladzko, because they have very nice views. Let's have a look. So here we go, 82, so we're inside our $1 million, 115 square meters. So here is 20 minutes to the absolute center by car. You can see very nice views across to Moscow. That's Moscow City where the skyscrapers are. Yeah, nice layout. Not everybody's taste, but I think pretty nicely decorated, pretty cool. Nice flowing curved walls. Yeah, very nice views there. Kraladzko Holme, the skiing here in the winter. Beautiful church here. All sorts of sporting activities you can do. The Olympic rowing lake right here. Yeah, nice flat. So that gives you an idea, guys, anyway. So, yeah, again, let's just have a look one more time. Let's say you've got a budget of 200,000 US dollars in rubles. Okay, so 18,500 rubles. So $200,000. And so 16 to 18 to $200,000. Those, you see how many options you've got here in Moscow. Let's say if it's a 2-bedroom flat, all those choices for a good sized flat, central Moscow. This one's standing out. Another new development you can see being built here. There's just so much building going on all of the time. Pretty cool looking buildings. Yeah, it really is an unusual looking building. Got a swimming pool there. 2-bedroom, 42.5 square meters, so it's not huge, but fine for a couple. And it's under $200,000. Yeah, I mean, you've got to say, pretty nice. I think so. Let's try and find one that's already finished and with 2-bedroom flats. So look, if we do 1 to 6 options, so all size flat options, and with settings are approximately from $180,000 to $200,000. Those are all the choices you have in all this you would call pretty central to Moscow, very close, very accessible. So there's really so much for sale, so many choices, and just look at all these developments that are being made all of the time here. So here we go. Look, we haven't looked at a one-room apartment. So 40 square meter, just one-room apartment. So just for a couple or singles on their own. Pretty unique looking building, this one. There's just so many of these new buildings going up. But yeah, quite cool. You can own a property like that. 40 square meters for around $190,000. So I hope that's been useful for you guys. We'll go back. So again, cian.ru, cian.ru. Just repeat how many rooms you want to search for, and minimum and maximum price, and then go look on the map and you can search for yourself. So I hope that was helpful, and check out my other videos and let me know anything else you want to see, and I will make those videos for you.